Wait. You think about what you want to say, and I'll come back to you. Yeah, think about it. Because this is too important to make a mistake now. What order came down from Allah in this verse of the Quran I just recited? Let me repeat it, but I'm not translating it. وَأَوْحَيْنَا إِلَى مُوسَى وَقَوْمِهِ أَن تَبَوَّأَ بِقَوْمِكُمَا لِقَوْمِكُمَا بِمِصْرَ بُيُوتًا وَجَعَلُوا بُيُوتَكُمْ قِبْلَةً وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَبَشِّرِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Yes. Not you, wait. Take your time. I want you to give me the correct answer. That's why I want you to think about it. What is Allah saying here? What is Allah saying here? Come on. You want more time to think? Go ahead. Anybody else? I just quoted the verse of the Quran for you. Okay, let's translate it. Okay? Let's translate it. And then you tell me. And then we sent down to Musa and to his brother Harun, alayhi salam, the order that you should establish, construct, build for your qawm, your people, Misra, in Misr, buyutan, houses, homes, residences, وَجَعَلُوا بُيُوتَكُمْ قِبْلَةً, and let your houses be qibla. وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ, and establish salat. And if you do that, وَبَشِّرِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Good news for you if you do this. Come on. What is the implication of this command? You ready? You ready? Not yet? This is Surah to Yunus, and this is verse number 87, and I'm sure if the sisters had a chance, they would give me the correct answer. So you're lucky that the sisters can't speak. You're lucky. Who would like to try? What is the command from Allah in this verse of the Quran? You ready? Establish night prayers at home and night time in your houses. You guessing? Yes? What about you? Anywhere where your house is your qibla, you turn to that for your salat. Huh? Okay?
Congregate at the houses of the Muslims. Be strong inside.
Congregate at the houses of the Muslims, wherever the Muslims live. Wherever they live. Congregate there. Okay? Okay. You don't know the answer. Here's a verse of the Quran which I have translated for you. Maybe I could even translate it in Bahasa for you. But you cannot understand what the verse is saying. Pharaoh, at the time of Musa alayhi salam, is Ramesses II. And this Pharaoh is famous, as his predecessors and successors, famous in history for their grand building projects. Building pyramids, building holy monuments and temples in Upper Egypt, building a whole city called Ramesses. All over Egypt, these huge construction were going on. In order to get the manpower to build the pyramids and to build all these temples and all these big statues, And in order to be able to finance it, Egypt needed slaves. So every time Egypt waged war, it was to go and bring slaves to Egypt. And when Egypt defeated, when the pharaohs defeated the Hyksos, one of the reasons why they enslaved Banu Israel was because not only to punish them, but also to get free labor, slave labor. And one of the reasons why Pharaoh did not want to release Banu Israel was because he needed the slave labor. The second reason, of course, was because of hatred in their hearts for the Hyksos and for a people who had found favor with the Hyksos. Fraternizing with our enemies, we will not forgive you. So Banu Israel are scattered all over Egypt, like the Muslims of India are scattered all over India. Same situation. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is sending a message now that the leadership of the Indian Muslims should understand. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to Musa and to his brother Harun, وَأَوْحَيْنَا إِلَى مُوسَى وَأَخِيهِ أَن تَبَوَّأَ لِقَوْمِكُمَا بِمِصْرَ بُيُوتًا. You must leave, your people must leave wherever they are in Egypt and go to Misr. Misr being the eastern delta, not the whole of Egypt. If you say Misr is the whole of Egypt, you cannot make any sense out of this verse of the Quran. So leave wherever you are and go to the eastern delta. Establish your residence there. And وَجَعَلُوا بُيُوتَكُمْ قِبْلَةً. And when you begin to establish your residence there, then all the rest of the people must move in that direction. Qibla meaning direction. Direction. Leave wherever you are and head in that direction where Musa and Harun alayhim as-salam have established their residence. This is for security. It is easy for Fir'aun to attack Banu Israel when they are scattered all over. It is easy for small numbers of armed Hindus to attack Muslims if they are scattered all over. But if you leave wherever you are and consolidate yourself in one area, and you choose an area which is most helpful for you, the eastern delta is strategically the most favorable area for Banu Israel. Why? Because if you have to escape from Egypt, this is the easiest place from which to escape to safety out of Egypt. You see? So go to those areas where you would have greater security and also strategically more favorable for an escape. But the leadership of the Indian Muslim community apparently have not understood this story of Musa alayhi salam and Asyura in the Quran. When this had taken place, now Fir'aun is getting grey. When he sees Banu Israel all leaving wherever they are and congregating here, the first suspicion he has is that maybe Musa alayhi salam is planning to enter into an alliance with hostile neighbors, get them to come and help him, and cause the eastern delta to secede. Secede. And then Musa alayhi salam will rule over Misr. It is because of this that Fir'aun now declares to his court and to his people, Alaysa li mulku Misr. Do I not have sovereignty over Misr? If we translate the word Misr here means the whole of Egypt, it has no meaning. No meaning, everybody knows. But if we translate the word Misr here to mean the eastern delta, now it has meaning. That he is afraid that Banu Israel concentrating in this area could have strategic implications for Egypt in terms of the territorial integrity of the state. The same thing is going to happen if the Muslims of India were to leave wherever they are scattered all over India and begin to congregate in numbers that are large enough. Say, the smallest Muslim community must be 5 million. Nothing less than 5 million. If you're 5 million strong and consolidated, then when a gang of Hindus want to come, and not all Hindus want to attack Muslims, not all. When a gang of the militant Hindus want to come and attack you, they can't come with 1,000. Not to attack 5 million. Huh? They can't come with 50,000. They're going to have to come with an army. An army a few million strong. And then there would be the problem of public opinion. You see? So you would have greater security if you leave wherever you are and congregate in special areas. However, when you congregate in these special areas, you have to choose areas which are strategically favorable for you to make a retreat. So that if you congregate, for example, in the eastern Punjab, then you can make a dash over to Pakistan. But when you do that, then the Hindus and the Indian government would say, well, don't we have sovereignty over the whole of India? Looks as though these Muslims are attempting to break up India and get parts of India to secede from India. This is what Pharaoh is now worried about. Worried about it. The second thing that is affecting Pharaoh is that, hey, maybe that Musa alayhi salam is not planning to seize this territory. That's why he has all the Banu Israel here. Maybe the reason why they're here is because they want to run. They want to run. If they run and they're able to cross the Red Sea, then they will escape. And if we allow them to escape, if they succeed in escaping, not only will it be a big public humiliation for me and my government in the eyes of the Egyptian people, but secondly, and more dangerous, it will set a bad precedent for all the other slaves. See? So now Pharaoh responds to the command which has come from Allah and which has been enforced by Musa alayhi salam and Harun alayhi salam, and all of Banu Israel are now in Misr. Pharaoh responds and he now plans to attack. Let me deal with this problem before they can do one of two things: enter into an alliance and get others to come, or attempt to escape. When he assembles his armed force, or is in the process of assembling his armed force to come and attack, and when he believes